Peace and power. It's your girl Shara the Goddess, and I'm back with another video. So I'm about to play this clip by Spiritual Soul, y'all. So when I'm done playing it, I'm gonna tell y'all my perspective on what he's talking about. Let me go ahead and start it though.
So I want y'all to know this. One of the things that I have realized ever since I'm about to give y'all a whole list of what's happening to people. And I want y'all to know the biggest lies we was ever told was that we was all one. We are not all one. I want y'all to know, by me being a spiritual teacher or a spiritual leader, I come across people all the time that tell me they can't sun gaze or they can't get sun. I come across people all the time that can't sunbathe. They tell me all the stuff that I be saying that works for me don't work for them. And then it be having me thinking like, damn, how is that possible? And as I start getting further and further into my spiritual journey, I understand and overstand we are all not one. Everybody has came here for a different purpose, and it is some people that's organic to the planet, and it is some people that's non-organic to the planet.
Okay, y'all heard it loud and clear. Finally, your boy Spiritual Soul has finally came to the realization that everybody on this planet is not organic. Y'all, I'm so happy that he finally came to this realization, because I've been wanting him to figure this out for the longest time. We are already aware that it's different levels of awareness. And Spiritual Soul, to me, was always, he was on the right frequency, but I always knew he had a whole lot to not even learn, but come to the realization about. And it seems like it's finally starting to happen, because y'all already know that Spiritual Soul, if you tune into him, he always talks about, he used to talk about, how everybody can sunbathe and sun gaze and things like that, when in actuality, that was completely false. If you are not a organic, non-ether being, you can't do that, because you aren't an organic species to this planet. You can't take this radiation, this sunlight. So now he's coming to the realization that for a lot of his subscribers, a lot of people who aren't, non-ether, they can't resonate with what Spiritual Soul be talking about in his videos. I mean, they can hear what he say and try to understand it, but we have to realize that if you are inorganic to this planet, you have to know that you aren't original, meaning you shouldn't even have never been here. And due to the recklessness of, what, I ain't even gonna say what I was about to say, because I don't want to come across as, negative on this YouTube platform. But it is what it is, y'all. You got to be able to read between the lines of certain things. We have to know who we are, and we cannot be preaching that we are all one thing. This is what got us all confused in the first place. We have everybody thinking that we are genetically the same, when we already should know that non-ether, meaning AKA Black people, we are genetically different than any other people that is walking this planet. We are the only original beings, meaning this is our planet. And if you are here, you have to use your common sense and come to the realization that, damn, yeah, you got to use your common sense, y'all. I ain't even got to blurt it out, but you got to be able to read between the lines that if you aren't organic to this planet, then you have to know where you come from, who created you. Mother Nature did not create these inorganic things that's happening on this planet. Nature did not create inorganic beings. Nature did not create these reptilians, these archons, these other entities, or these inorganic people that's walking around our planet. So finally, Spiritual Soul has come to that realization that, everybody can't so-called level up. Everybody can't sun gaze. Like I stated, everybody can't sunbathe, because the frequencies and the energies that is coming off of the sun will drastically, do some things to these inorganic beings. And it's doing it. It's happening. I'll be lying if I say that, it's not happening, because it is happening. Because at the end of the day, something happened that shouldn't have never happened. I always got to reference it to that, our home was invaded. And for the so-called nice inorganic people that's walking around here, we can't help y'all, because the people that created y'all, or the entities that created y'all, they don't like us. They always had it out for us non-ether organic beings. And you just like a pawn in the show. They put you here to fill up the scene, to distract us non-ether chosen ones. So we just have to all realize who created us. Well, not even who created us, because us non-ether people, we the gods anyway. But I'm just saying, if you aren't an inorganic being, you have to come to the understanding of who created you and where you come from. And is a reason that you can't take this radiation. Is a reason that you can't sun gaze and things like this, or do anything that's happening in this new world. So yeah, I just wanted to show y'all this clip with Spiritual Soul. He finally came to the understanding that everybody is not organic to the planet. And like I said, he used to always talk about that in his videos, how, get you some sunlight, get you some this and that. The whole time, if you were an inorganic being, when you do things like sun gazing, that shit is destroying you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. When you are inorganic, meaning you're not a non-ether being, when you do things like sun gaze or try to sunbathe, that shit is literally destroying your brain, destroying your whole genetic makeup. So he used to always preach that. This is why they even have clothing now to block the sun rays. UVC clothing, like they got hats and shirts and shoes. This is how you know that there's some sneaky shit going on, some wild shit going on, because come on now, they have clothing out that you can that's to protect you from the sun. The natural sunlight is organic. Now you got to think of it. This is how you should know for yourself that if you can't take the sun, if you can't take this radiation, then that should be a red flag to you. Like, well, damn, nature couldn't have created me if I can't take the sunlight, the radiation, if it's destroying my genetic makeup, so these are some things that you have to come to the realization about. And for us so-called non-ether people, a lot of us aren't raising up to the next vibration, raising up to the next level. Only thing we have to do is, because it baffles me when some so-called black people, they be bothered by the sun. That only lets me know that you're not taking care of your diet. You're not taking care of yourself. That's the only reason that you wouldn't like the sun, but you can still get your act together and take care of your diet and clean yourself up and stop being a bot. So with the sleep black people, they be bothered by the sun sometimes too, because they just sleep. But they already made their bed anyway, so it is what it is with them. But it's some actual people out here that every time they step outside, they can't take that radiation. Even though they still walking around our planet like everything's all fine and dandy, but subconsciously, they really feeling the pain. They really feeling the pain. And for the ones that seem like they're not, you got to know that they're only NPCs. They're only AI programs. So there's a lot of AI programs walking around our planet. They don't even really matter. But anyway, I'm talking about for these actual reptilians, archons, these entities who are disguising themselves every day out here. This radiation is doing something drastic to them. So yeah, anyway, I'm just finally glad that Spiritual Soul has came to the knowingness that we are all not one. That is the biggest lie that we have all been told, that we are all the same. We have to know who we are, where we come from, what's our genetic makeup, so it don't be no confusion. And if you are an inorganic person listening to this video, you know, you have to just know what it is. You know, it is what it is. So anyway, I ain't gonna talk too much longer. I just wanted to make this clip to say, yeah, y'all, spiritual soul finally realized that we are all not one. Everybody can't be out here sunbathing, sun gazing, and all of that stuff, because this radiation will literally destroy the internal makeup, or it is doing some things. So anyway, let me go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Till the next time, this shop out the goddess. Take care of yourself. I'm out. Peace.